Wu Chen speaks to Li Ruobing about how concerned Ding Rulong is about his reputation and will not still back quiet if Li starts going out with him. So, by becoming her boyfriend is the best way he can prove his innocence. Li Ruobing tells him that she had 3 boyfriends in the past and all 3 got screwed up by Ding Rulong. Wu Chen knows that and says that if people want to climb higher, then having a relationship in life will make it very interesting. Li, pointing a gun at his forehead, admits that he is very special. He is courageous and bold, but he is very young and it would be a pity as he could die, and asks him isn't he afraid of this. Wu Chen says that if she really wanted to kill someone, she would have called someone in by that time and that there is nothing to be afraid of. Li Ruobing is impressed by Wu Chen and says that couples should have an intimate photo and goes on to click photos with Wu Chen. With this she can confirm Wu Chen's identity by sending a photo of them as a couple to Ding Rulong and at the same time also irritate and offend Ding Rulong. From that day onwards, Wu Chen is her boyfriend and she asks him to become her personal assistant and that she will get someone to fill the position later and wants to know what happened to her brother. Wu Chen tells that the top 3 clubs of China run by her brother, the East China Sea Crown, the Central China Regal and the South China Sea Plaza, which everyone knows. But the East China Sea Crown has done something beyond their boundary which involves many top celebrities, rich people and officials, and an investigation has begun 3 months ago in this matter. Wu Chen mentions that according to what he knows is that their network will be closed in another month at the most. Li Ruobing is shocked, and Wu Chen tells that it is not only her brother's problem but also troublesome for the entire Li family. Once the investigation is done, her brother will not only be sent to prison, but the Li family can abandon her brother. Li Ruobing tries to confirm it in a serious manner and asks for a surety regarding the information. The scene then shifts to the East China Sea Crown Entertainment Club where the goons are explaining of what happened during the car chase. Wang Zhuangyuan, who is Li Ruotai's right-hand man, is furious that a person had stolen their car, injured their men and even used their Li surname, and questions whether the person wishes to live any longer or not. Zhao Guzai, Li Ruotai's left-hand man, says that it's strange that someone would have his phone number and know about the May rally. Whereas Li Ruotai, the eldest grandson of the Li family, wants to meet the person himself so that he can kill that person with his own bare hands. Just then Li Ruobing enters the room and everyone is startled by her sudden appearance. Her brother Li Ruotai tells his subordinates to put out the sum urgently as he fears and respects his sister very much, and asks Li Ruobing whether there is any urgent matter as she came in person to meet him. Li Ruobing says that she has to introduce someone to him. Wu Chen then says that he borrowed his car yesterday to play, and so he tosses over the car keys to him and says that the car in the underground parking has a lot of fantasy fashion. Just then the goon who chased Wu Chen yesterday shouts that this is the same person who used the Li surname yesterday. We can see that Ruotai, who the eldest grandson of the Li family, is actually the most favored and is able to use most of the family's power, so, compared to Li Ruobing, he is really strong and his strength is also not weaker than Ding Rulong. Li Ruobing, on the other hand, grew up tough since she was a child, as she spared no effort whether it was to protect her brother or to beat him up, which also led Li Ruotai to respect and fear his sister. Ruotai was just going to speak about Wu Chen, but Li Ruobing immediately pulled his ears and said him that Wu Chen is his brother-in-law. Everyone was shocked at this revelation, but Li Ruotai didn't believe it, as she could be playing the fake boyfriend trick again and felt that Wu Chen is also an ordinary person. He asks her of a reason to be with Wu Chen. Li Ruobing starts acting up and says that she is not feeling well lately and leans on Wu Chen's chest and says Wu Chen that it's all his fault. Wu Chen asks her that, isn't she going too far with her drama, and says that he isn't afraid of Ding Rulong. But, Li Ruobing's brother is completely stunned seeing Wu Chen and her sister so close to each other like a couple.